Americans celebrate the 4th of July to commemorate our independence as a new country. So what better way to celebrate than to spend some time with the most American-made vehicles on the road anywhere? Because Tesla. So I just finished washing the car and it is exceptionally hot outside today, above 90 Fahrenheit. So today I have a product I'm going to install that is perfect for this weather. So shout out to today's sponsor, Hansshow, for sending this out for review. If it works as advertised, this is going to be a great addition to my Tesla, especially during the summer months. And this is how it comes shipped to you. It is a larger box. I've already taken one layer off, so this is triple boxed. So a lot of protection in there. There's a little sneak peek. Yeah, this is going to be cool. Let's go take a look. And this is everything in the box. This is called the Cool Box, and it is, as described, a refrigerator. So this fits in the sub-trunk of your Model 3. They also make one for the Model Y. So yeah, it's a freezer slash refrigerator. You can select temperatures here. This piece here is a partition, and I'll show you where that goes. Here's some of the wiring involved. So it looks like you do get a power brick here and two options. You can either plug it into a wall when you're not using it and just keep it in your garage to keep things cool. Or this is your 12-volt power supply that connects into the what used to be called a cigarette lighter, but the 12-volt supply there. In the Model Y, you've got one of these in the back, which makes it convenient. For the Model 3, we do have to route this wire. As you can see, it is longer, so it will reach all the way up to the center console and plug it in there. So as you can see, the Model 3 has a pretty spacious trunk area, but what separates this from a regular car is you've got a sub-trunk underneath, because there is no gas tank like a regular car, so there's a lot of extra room underneath this floorboard area. So you can either lift this up, it actually slides back if you would rather do that to give you more space, but this refrigerator is going to sit evenly in here. So let's go ahead and see how that fits. It has handles on both sides that makes it pretty convenient. It's not too terribly heavy, but then again, it doesn't have ice or anything in it, so I imagine it's going to be a lot heavier when you have it filled up. So I'm just doing a test fit for now, and it looks like a great fit. It fits in there perfectly. I will need to take it back out so I can plug in the power cord and route the wiring for that, but this is what it looks like, and it looks like it does fit flush. Like your lid will go down. So we're going to go ahead and put this partition together first, and let's go ahead and see what that looks like. All right. And this is the partition. So as it is right now, this is the partition that comes with your car. You can remove this one and replace it with this new one here. And now it allows airflow. If you read the manual, it basically is talking about this. So after parking, refrigeration freezing is still required. Please turn on the vehicle sentinel mode, which is sentry mode, to ensure that the output will not power off, allowing the refrigerator to continue working. So if you've got sentry mode turned on, it's saying it will continue to supply power to that 12-volt supply, which will keep it refrigerated. In order to ensure a normal operation of the refrigerator and better space for heat dissipation, replace the matching partition which is the carpeted one that comes with your car, right? Replace that matching partition with the cover plate of the trunk box to facilitate the ventilation. So this is for facilitating ventilation. It is recommended to remove the matching partition, the carpeted one, when the refrigerator is fully loaded or in prolonged outdoor parking and exposure to sunlight, or turn on the vehicle overheating protection mode to prevent frequent overheating protection of the refrigerator. The temperature inside the cabin reaches above 50 degrees Celsius, it will automatically shut down for protection. So that's the main gist of this. Plug it in for power. You can put your carpeted cover over this, but if you've got it loaded up and you want max cooling, I would recommend using the ventilated cover, and you should be good to go. Let's go ahead and remove all this, put in the power, and test it out. So just a quick look at around the box here. There is some ventilation there. On this side is where you'll see the power. That's where you plug that in. More ventilation around the top here. Nothing spectacular going on in the back or on the other side. So it looks like all the ventilation is on this one side over here where the controls are. And the power's over there as well. Nothing at all on this side here. Okay, so you've got different components here for wiring. Which one do you use? Well, if you want to charge it in your car, then you just use this cable with the 12-volt adapter. You don't need a power brick or anything for that. It just plugs directly into the refrigerator and into your cigarette lighter. But if you would rather keep it in your garage for now and just plug it into the wall with a 110-volt outlet, just a regular wall connector, you will need this power supply here. I'm using this in the car, so I'm going to plug this directly into the box. So you've got your cable coming up here. You just want to route it behind the doors here and down the side, and then up under maybe your floor mats and into your center console. Just route it up to your center console and plug it into the 12-volt power supply, and that will give you your power for the refrigerator. All right, I've got it plugged in here. This is only flickering because of the refresh rate of my camera here. It's not flickering to the naked eye. It looks really good. I've got it set to Fahrenheit. It originally came in Celsius, so you just press this a few times. I did like a long hold and press these up and down. So right now it's 80 degrees in there, and it will be cooling down. And just to show you kind of the size of this, you've got your standard 16.9 fluid ounce American size bottle here, 500 milliliters, and then your standard 12 fluid ounce or 355 milliliters. So you can hold quite a few of these in here. Maybe not 3 this way, but you can start putting them sideways at that point. So maybe 2 layers deep, I would think. Not going to go any deeper than that unless you have larger bottles to fit in here. So I think it's a decent size. It's definitely good for road trips and camping and things like that. Got the cover back on here. Technically, you don't need any cover at all. You could leave it like that if you really wanted to, but this is only for if you're going to have any kind of luggage or anything in the back, some grocery bags or whatever. You don't want it falling into the well here or bumping any of the buttons and messing up your settings. So that's kind of how I'll leave it for now. The refrigerator also has Bluetooth connectivity, so you scan the QR code on the front of the manual and it'll take you to the App Store to download the app for your phone. The app is very simple, it just lets you adjust temperature. There is a light here which is handy for nighttime, but man, it is cold in here now. It's actually coming from this wall here. I can actually feel ice building up there. Not so much on any of the others. Well, yeah, right here too. Not really on here or on the bottom. It's cold to the touch, but I feel ice developing on the sides of this area here. Wow, this thing really works. So I really could have used this about a month or two ago when my oldest was playing softball. We would load up one of these guys with ice and water bottles and go out there, and it's 90 degrees and they're playing and it was really hot. Problem was this would constantly get hot as well inside the car, or if we were to take it out somewhere. The advantage of this is it's obviously more mobile, portable. I could take it anywhere, sit in the bleachers with this if I wanted to, but it doesn't do a super job of keeping the items cold inside. So this is another example of something that is brilliant, where it's going to keep it refrigerated, it's going to keep it cold, keep your ice there. You don't have to worry about it even if the car is off. As long as Sentry mode is running, it will keep it cool in there. So I think this is a really good product. All right, so who is this for? This is for those of you that like to go camping, that like to take road trips, and maybe those that like to do tailgating for sporting events or concerts. If you take drinks or cold foods on the road for any reason whatsoever, you want to have a way to keep them cool. I don't really like the little igloo style handheld coolers. It just tends to melt the ice and get your stuff soggy and make a mess. That does have its advantage of being more portable, but if I really wanted to keep something refrigerated, you would need something powered. So that is where this comes in. I think it's a great product if it does what it's supposed to do, which is just keep things cool. So overall, I like the product. I think it's pretty cool. No pun intended. All right, guys, I'll see you in the near future. Take care. Bye-bye. And make sure you check out our merch store at BecauseTeslaStreetwear.com. You can get the latest apparel just in time for summer. Make sure you use coupon code BCTesla to get free shipping.